Hey there, beautiful souls. I am so glad to have you here with me in today's video. Thank you so much for joining. It's me here, Dion, and I hope that you're all fine. So welcome to the divine. I'm in a really good mood today, and I decided to give you some insight in terms of where you're headed next. What is awaiting you? What is your next chapter? I don't know if I'm the only one, but I've been feeling like something big is about to happen in a lot of people's lives. Everyone is about to start over and start living again. So I just want to give you some more clarity if that's something that you would like to know more about. And this goes without saying, but if you're wanting to watch this reading, then I need you to be fully prepared to enter your new life, because this is going to be about what is coming towards you. And I will not be telling you that an ex is coming back or that something old is about to be rekindled, because this is about you moving forward into a new direction. In order to do that, you are going to completely leave the past behind, because what is over is done and dealt with for a reason. And you guys know that. I just felt like saying that. I see so many great things coming up for everyone. There is no reason to linger in the past, okay? So choose your pile, the one you feel most drawn to. I've got these 4 beautiful images right in front of me, and they are 1, 2, 3, and 4 from left to right. You can simply go to the description to find the timestamps, or simply select the chapter on the video itself. As always, if you're enjoying my content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. With that being said, we're just gonna get started with the first group. Hello there. If you chose the first group, the image with the yellow birdie, then this is going to be your reading about the next chapter in your life, what it will be about, what's next for you, and when it will start. So let's have a look. We're going to start off with some oracle cards. These are some of the most beautiful cards I've seen. The images are very vivid and vibrant and colorful, which is what I love about this deck. So let's get a look and let's dive deep into what your life is going to be like very soon, and what this next chapter is about. I'm going to ask my spirit guides to please give us some information. Let's shuffle this deck a little. Oh, okay. Definitely going to have some choices, and you're required to make the best ones. What is this next chapter all about for this person? We've got the dragon. Discover your courage. You guys need to step out of that comfort zone. We've also got go with the flow and let things happen. Don't try to control everything too much all the time. And we've got confrontation. Pick your battles wisely. Let's get you 2 more. What's this next chapter all about for this person, for group 1? Animal bond. Stand up for all animals. And last but not least, what's this next chapter in life all about for this person? Whoa. We've got 2 more. Okay. So be it. We've got friendship, nurture your relationships. And we've got moving forward, getting ready for positive change. All right, so let's get you 1 more so we're even. What's this next chapter all about? Let's see. Okay, yeah, that was perfect. And we've got dreams. Believe in your dreams and never give up. Okay, that last line came from me, but still, giving up is not something that you know how to do, because you're not a quitter. All right, let me just put all of the cards here and let me arrange all of them. There's a lot of upcoming changes in your personal life, a lot of development in regards to new friendships that are coming up for you, because I feel like you truly have sort of released everyone that did feel toxic to you in your life, and now you feel sort of like lonely a little, almost like you wouldn't need anyone, but it would be nice to have someone to relate to or to talk to, although it's like not necessary. But simply based off of the fact that you've cut out everyone already, it just gets a little, not lonely, but like sometimes like you just don't want to do everything by yourself, if that makes sense. And I do think that you are going to be It says here nurturing relationships, and there is going to be a lot of new connections forming for you. That's what I can say. One thing I just need to tell you guys is that you are a dreamer, and the thing is that all of these dreams that you have, they can come true. These cards, just looking at them, it does tell me that you dream big, you believe in yourself, you have visions of what you want, and the card like right next to it says you can get ready for some positive change regarding all those dreams, because I feel like for a long time now you've been sleeping on your dreams, trying to get them to work, but there's something that has been kind of like preventing you from achieving these goals. I feel like the natural circumstances, or maybe the circumstances that we are in right now, didn't really allow you to pursue your dreams or go after what you want. And this new era very soon allows you to fully go after what you want. And the message that I have for you regarding this is to have your goal in mind. You know where you want to go and you know what you want to do. And then just sort of like let the universe do the work. You don't even have to worry about how it's going to work out. Put all the effort in that you can, but you have to leave some of it up to the universe. You cannot plan out every single detail on how it's going to happen, because it does tell us here you need to let things happen and go with the flow. That also sometimes means you're not getting the exact job you want, or getting the exact partner you want, or getting to the exact location that you want to get to, or to the exact point that you want to get to, because the universe has something way better that you weren't even able to think of. So I would say, you have like this goal in mind already, and if the universe ends up having something even better for you, then accept it with gratitude. I just feel like you are so ready to move on. And for you, this is going to start within the next few days. I'm not even going to lie to you. This change, this new era is beginning very, very soon. Since this is a timeless reading, no matter what month you're currently in, this big new chapter is going to start this month, or like the next month. If you're close to the end of a month, it could be like the next month. But this is very, very soon, because you're already mentally, you're already at your destination, but like physically, you're just like getting started, if you know what I mean, because you know exactly where you want to go. And it's like your higher self is there already, and your higher self is calling you, and your higher self is kind of like luring you in, like, come to me, you know what I'm saying? Like your higher self, your soul knows its purpose, and your soul knows where you need to be, where you're headed, and you're following along, and you are starting to follow along with grace. And it doesn't matter what area of your life this resonates. If it's about a job that you want to get, a lot of you guys, I think, could be moving, because I see a big change that you're trying to plan ahead. And for that change, the message is the universe might have like an even better plan for you. Because I definitely see that there's a big change coming up. It could be your career, your job that's being switched up. It could be the place that you live. Since I do see you not having many contacts or like many acquaintances right now, maybe the reason for that is because you're preparing yourself to move, because you know you're not going to be in this place for long anymore, and you're preparing for yourself to move around somewhere else. And the universe is also saying there's going to be plenty of opportunities, because there's a lot of options that you have regarding your career, regarding your job, regarding where you live, and regarding your partner even, okay? And it's all about you. The universe is saying this is your world, and I'm not here to dictate it for you. Whatever you want, there's multiple options for you, and you can choose whichever one you want. This is honestly like your message. You're the creator of your own universe. You're the creator of your own reality. And you can have pretty much whatever you want. And I'm going to say it again, like the job that you're looking for, there's plenty of options to consider, and maybe what city to move to or what partner to consider. There's just going to be plenty of options for you. Like the sea or the pool is big, okay? Like the dating pool is big, or the there's a lot of jobs for you on the market and people want you. It's not like you have to look for something, because there's something that is changing up here where people are gonna pretty much like beg for you to join their company or to work for you or something, because you're like highly sought after very, very soon. This is like after you've started, or like after you finished all of the development that you're currently undergoing, because I feel like you're in the middle of a transition. You're in the middle of a process of learning and applying all these skills. And I feel like the one thing you still need to learn, maybe you have learned it already, but it just says here with the dragon, you need to discover some more of this courage. I feel like what you guys could really need a portion of is some courage, a little risk taking, because that's something you really need. If you're someone who constantly like plans everything ahead, then learn to let go, then learn not to focus on the outcomes as much. For you, I'm really getting like, be more courageous, go with the flow, just let things happen. Stop trying to control the outcome of everything, especially when you are powerless, when this is out of your control. You did everything that you were able to do, and that's what matters. Like, as soon as things are out of your control, then let the universe do the work. It's none of your business anymore. Okay, like you guys, I'm gonna be honest, like you guys need to learn to mind your own business sometimes. Like, the universe is clearly working on things for you, but if you're constantly like lurking and checking, for example, when you're trying to manifest something and you constantly have to check for the progress, like how is it doing? Is it going to come anytime soon? Then you're not trusting in it enough, and then it's not going to happen. Or like it's going to be harder for it to happen because you don't have trust and you're not going with the flow. You're constantly trying to have your nose up the universe's business. As I can see, there's great things for you ahead. You just need to trust a little more. Maybe you're pretty doubtful. Maybe you don't believe in yourself enough. And be certain that you are going to find whatever you're looking for. You just need to own it. You need to know it. You're certain. And even if it's not your favorite approach, you guys need to take a risk sometimes. Because maybe you're someone that's really secure and that likes to have 10 backup plans. But for you guys, you need to trust and you need to be secure in terms of knowing that your plan A is going to work out, because you don't need a plan B, because you're already secure with the plan A. I hope it makes sense for you guys. In your life, soon you'll be presented with many options, different choices, and you're going to have to make the wisest one, or whichever one's best for you. Probably what I would say is that there's either multiple partners that are going to want you, if you're single, obviously, and multiple jobs that are going to speak to you on some volume, some level, and you're going to have to evaluate. So be prepared to weigh out the options of like multiple jobs and or partners, because there's going to be a lot, as I said, there's going to be a lot of options for you in the sea. Especially, as I said, if you guys are moving, when you get to that new place or that new home, there's going to be more options for you, and you know that. And like one more message I have for you is stay out of the drama, because right now you're in a really, really peaceful place, and stay out of the drama. I know that you guys are sometimes tempted to text your old friends or something, or like go back to someone you know for a fact is toxic to your life. Don't. You would rather be alone than with someone that's undeserving of your attention, okay? I just really, really need to say that. Instead, work on something meaningful. Instead of trying to rekindle old connections that you know for a fact are toxic, just because you're bored, don't do it, please. That's like a big message that I have for you. It says here, pick your battles wisely, and you don't want to like get into any battles that have already been won by you. So like, you don't want to get back into anything toxic. And I know most of you guys are doing really, really great with this, and it's not going to be an issue, but I could see there could be a possible temptation or something. So yeah, everyone who's in the past is meant to be there, and there's no way for you. There's no need for you to question that. Amazing people are about to enter your life in this next phase. I feel like if you are moving, then whatever town you're getting into, the friends, the soul family might actually be there. Everything and everyone that you've been wanting to meet will be there, and you will be meeting amazing people, connecting with amazing souls, okay? And there is no need for you right now to go back to the old. There's no need for you right now to rekindle any friendships or relationships. I feel called to tell you this because a lot of the times, if you decided to do that, it will kind of like reverse your progress. Like you're clearly trying to get somewhere, but by texting all these people that you used to be close to, it's kind of like your progress is being hindered by that. Okay, only take that if it resonates, and if not, do whatever you want. You're free to do what you want with your life. But yeah, I feel like you're the type of person who's going to always put animals over people, because like animals don't really lie to you, they don't cheat on you, they don't do you wrong, they don't backstab you. So I feel like that's the reason this sort of card came up, that just tells us that you have a really strong bond to animals, and there might be something in this next chapter of your life that you're doing regarding animals, like a really passionate project that you're getting yourselves into that does involve animals or like the nature or something like that. Yeah, also what I'm thinking, since it does say stand up for them, a lot of you guys could refuse to eat animals, being a vegan, a vegetarian, something along those lines. Or maybe that's something that you've been wanting to get into, and I do feel like that's what sets this whole era of your life off. The moment you decide, I want to make a change for the better, for the environment, for myself, for my health, and for all the animals. I want to read you something from this guidebook that I really, really like. Believe in yourself and reach for the stars. You have the courage, patience, and passion within you to make a difference. When you have a dream, only you have the responsibility to make it real. Dreams are never free. It may take time, energy, and sacrifice to create the reality and live your dream. It also takes preparation, determination, and effort. Never compromise or surrender your dreams. Believe in yourself. Believe in your dreams. The mantra for you is I believe in following my dreams. And I want you guys to comment this down below if you believe in your dreams. I believe in following my dreams, and I know that my dreams will come true. Thank you guys. Now let's get on to the second part of the reading. All right, now on to the second part of your reading, group number 1. We're going to be getting you some more tarot cards in specific. So just give me a sign when they're ready. Let's have a look. Okay. So this is going to be about your own personal happiness. This card will be about your love life. This card will be about marriage. Is it coming anytime soon? This card will be about your career. This card is going to be about your success. This card will be about wealth. All right. And let's have a look what they have to say. Oh my god, it wasn't even on camera. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure something out for the other piles. All right, we're going to start off with the card of your happiness. Let's see what it is. Ooh, okay. The 6 of Cups. This card is actually pretty amazing because it tells us that very, very soon you're going to feel extremely carefree. You're going to be happy just as if you were a child. Because as children, we don't really have to worry about anything. We feel like everything is taken care of, and you are going to feel this type of happiness again. Like there are no worries in the world, like you are financially stable, and you're going to be worrying about silly things. The only things that you'll be worrying about are not even worth mentioning, because it's going to be the little things. Like your life is going to be really perfect, where you don't even have anything to complain about, because you'll just feel extremely happy, extremely free. like a little child, and I feel like you're exploring life all over again. And as soon as this chapter starts, as soon as you set it all in motion, you're going to feel reborn. I'm also getting reborn, and you're going to start all over fresh. Just like you were born into this world again, and you're reinventing yourself. Then the card of love in regards to your love life. Oh, okay. The Seven of Swords. That is your love message. In terms of love, I'm going to be extremely honest. This is not the time for you to find true love, because you are going to be attracting a lot of cheaters if you want to trust this card. This is the card of sneaky things going on, so be extremely careful. Maybe you're meeting people with the wrong intentions at first. When you get there into this new era, into this new chapter of your life, it's going to begin with a lot of people having false intentions and a lot of people just trying to, let's say, trying to get you for one night, or they're not honest with their intentions. And this is not the ideal time to fall in love, but that's okay, because you're supposed to be focusing on other things first. And that love will come if you're not in a relationship yet. And if you are, then still keep an eye out on your partner. This card usually means that something sneaky is going on, that someone is doing something behind the other person's back. So maybe your partner is doing something behind your back. I don't even want to scare you. This is simply what the card means. So take it however it resonates. Don't cheat, guys. It's really not cool. It doesn't really get you anywhere, and it's only fun for a moment. Then your marriage card. What news does the universe have for you regarding marriage? Ooh, okay, the Three of Wands. Then that card tells us that you are ready for marriage. I feel like you know exactly what you want in a partner. Like you're standing there on your 2 feet, looking at the horizon, like, where's my partner? When are they gonna come? Of course, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, then just leave that part out. Or yeah, even if you're not married, but you're in a relationship, then you're like thinking, when are we gonna get married? I am really secure right now. Because I see you in a position where you're extremely secure, and it's like no one can really meet your standards, or like no one can really meet your expectations, and you know what you want. Also, this could be a message that you aren't getting married until you move somewhere else, because he's looking overseas, and I feel like you could be marrying a partner from a different continent, or like from overseas, all right, if that makes sense. Like they don't live where you live, and that is why you're being forced to wait right now, because your ideal match lives somewhere overseas. That's what this could also mean. As I said, with love right now, be careful. There's going to be a lot of people not really having the best intentions. Then your career card. What news does the universe have for you regarding your career? The Five of Swords. Now with this card, I can already see and understand a lot better why we had this confrontation card come up that said pick your battles wisely, because there seems to be a lot of external energy, people that are being jealous of you, people that are giving you the evil eye, that are trying to corrupt you. And that card previously, earlier, it said pick your battles wisely. You don't have to engage in anything. You don't have to feed into any of this. First, we had like this conniving type of energy in your love life, and now in your career there is someone who doesn't grant you your success, and it's not meant to scare you off. It's just like meant to be a little warning, because this card wanted to come out for a reason. Watch out who you trust, especially with your finances, because there's going to be someone in your career who might very well want to take advantage of you. They see that you have a lot of money, or that you are just naive or something like that, and they want to take advantage of you. In terms of your career, they're going to act like they have something so special for you that you just need, when in the end you don't, because you can make all of the work by yourself, if that makes sense. Be mindful of who you trust, and don't be so naive in terms of your career. That's what it says, because you know what's best for you. And there's someone in your work life, like as soon as you're there in this next chapter, that is going to want to tell you how to do things, and that you need to do this in order to get better. And they're going to like act nice and try to give you unsolicited advice, when in reality, like they just kind of want you to become dependent or something. Like they want to make it look like their advice is necessary for you to continue in your job. Yeah, so you're just gonna have to wait and see how that resonates. Also, another message that I'm just getting now is you are good enough and you don't need to beat yourself up constantly trying to be someone else that you're not. Remember that social media is fake and what you see on there is not real. So you don't have to feel bad about yourself, the way you look, the way you act. There's nothing wrong with that. And I see you trying to maybe trying to become a better version of yourself, like in a really toxic way. Only do whatever feels comfortable for you, and don't try to be someone you're not just to get a certain job. I feel like this could also be the case with a lot of you, not being true to yourself, kind of being a little sneaky again. It's not the ultra sneaky energy that we had in your love life, but like, I feel like this is kind of dishonest and trying to prove yourself at all times, being the best version of yourself at all times, and no one can really see the real you. Just avoid that kind of stuff in your career, because you're meant to have a job that allows you to be yourself and that allows you to be your true self. And the last message regarding that is you don't have to put others down to succeed. I don't know why I meant to tell you this, but you can succeed without talking bad about others and like putting others down. Like you don't need to put others down to succeed. You can do your work in a certain way, and just because someone else does it differently doesn't mean it's any less valuable, or the other way around. Just because you do things differently doesn't mean it's any less valuable. And the card about your success is the Eight of Cups. Regarding success, you guys need to walk away in order to get your success. Where you're currently at, you're not gonna be able to live up to your fullest potential. It looks like, as you can see, this person, they are walking away in order to get success. Maybe they are moving somewhere to get illuminated, to get to the highest version of themselves, do what their soul is calling them to do. And yeah, in order for you to succeed, you need to move on. Whether it is mentally or physically, a lot of you guys are going to move in order to aspire this type of success that you are wanting. And others just need to move on mentally, like move on with your mindset. Evolve, learn more, okay? Become a better version and evolve in order for that success. Constantly strive to be a better person and never stop learning. All right, remember guys, only take what resonates. Now, last but not least, the card about your wealth. What kind of message do we have for you regarding wealth? Oh, okay, there's the Eight of Wands. And very soon there's going to be a surge, a big amount of money coming in very, very fast. It's like 1 month you could be earning your normal amount of money, and then the next month, because of the actions that you did, maybe because of an additional source of income that you have created, I see you guys almost doubling your income, like from 1 month to the next, literally. It doesn't even have to be a month. It could be like overnight. You're doing something that gives you an insane amount of wealth. And I'm seeing that you're still not at your peak yet. Like this is not your prime yet. I feel like there's going to be a lot of money that you are earning, and you're almost not even going to know what to do with all of that money. So that's a really, really good sign, especially because it comes from one moment to the next. The Eight of Wands is an extremely fast moving energy that often you don't even see coming, often you don't even expect. And this is a really, really great source of income, or maybe like a promotion for you that allows you to have a lot more freedom. You see how free these butterflies feel? The money comes in so easily, so naturally. They're not stressed, they're not worried, they love going with the flow, okay? So like very soon there's gonna be a big increase in your finances. You don't have to believe me, but you can certainly affirm it if you want. You can claim the message, okay? So yeah, this is what I have for you guys. And thank you so much for listening. turned out a little longer than I expected, but I had a lot of fun giving you this reading. So if you did too, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot. Turn on the notifications to be notified when I post again. Remember that you are the dreamers, and the universe wanted you to hear this message because your dreams are meant to come true. You hear me? And you're not meant to sleep on them like this lady is. All right, goodbye guys. Have fun and goodbye. Hey there, group number 2. If you chose this image with the cute little fish, then okay, they're not really little, but whatever, then this is going to be your reading about the next chapter of your life. What's it all going to be about? What are you focusing on? Is it going to start anytime soon? Okay, first we're going to start off with some oracle cards. This is one of the most beautiful oracle decks I know and I own. The images you're going to see in a second are so vibrant and colorful. I'm in love, and I want to use this for this reading because I know that this next chapter of your life is going to be just as amazing, vibrant, and awesome. So yeah, then we're also going to be having a look at some tarot cards, but yeah, more to that later. So I'm just going to ask my spirit guides to please show us some cards, give us some cards about this person's next chapter in life. What's it all about? What is this person going to be going through soon? What kind of phase are they entering in life? Let's have a look, okay. Interesting, we're starting off with new beginnings. Begin your new life. That's what this reading is all about. Couldn't be more accurate. Then we've got a celebration, a big celebration for you to let go and have fun that is coming up soon. I feel like that's what kind of like starts off this whole new chapter in your life. You being like, I achieved something, I'm going to celebrate the beginning of something. All right. Then we've got the owl, which says follow your intuition. We've got resilience, that tells you rise above tribulations. You've got letting go, learn to let go. With every new chapter, you need to leave something behind that no longer serves you. And let's get you 3 more. What does this person need to know about the next phase of their life? Okay. That's a lot of cards. I think it's these 3 that wanted to come out. Yeah, I know it's these 3. All right, let's have a look at what they say. You've got originality, blaze your own trail. Don't be a copycat, be original. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger of creativity and hope. And then last but not least, we've got the card of money. Find your way to abundance. Wow, that's what you're going to be focusing on, okay? So let me just arrange all of these. Very nice. We've got a lot of purple here and a lot of warm colors like yellow, orange, reddish. All right, what I can say is that without question, there's going to be a huge new beginning for you guys that you're getting yourself into. And let me tell you, as soon as you step a foot into this new chapter of your life, there's no turning back because you're changing your whole persona. You're changing the way others see you by the things you do because you're reinventing yourself. A lot of you guys are going to have a drastic makeover or like a glow up or something. A lot of you guys are going to be unrecognizable because of some changes that you make to yourself, and in a very, very positive way, because you finally have the courage to be who you are, who you feel like you would like to be, and to look like what you want to look like. You're going to shine and you are going to be so proud to be who you are. I just feel like a lot of you guys are going to be more honest with yourself, who you are as a person, and you're going to be glowing. I'm getting like glowing, shining, have an amazing aura. People cannot stop looking at you. You probably get looks on the streets because of something that you do, but or something that you wear, or it's just like you're no longer afraid to be yourself. That's what I'm really, really getting. You're so creative with the way you present yourself. And this new era starts when you find the courage to finally pull through with it. It's up to you guys. But really, this whole new chapter is going to start as soon as you put yourself out there again, because you are currently in hibernation. You're currently sleeping on it. Like, you guys need to come out of your hibernation. It's spring already, or since this is a timeless reading, whatever time it is, whenever you feel right to do it, come out of this shell and put yourself out there. And that's when your new chapter is going to start. Because with the way that you present yourself, there's amazing things coming for you. I see a huge boost in your confidence. You're no longer the shy little duckling. You're gonna be Mama Duck or Papa Duck who actually quacks back. Like, no one can be in your business anymore. For some of you guys, your ego could even become a little too big. So pay attention to that. You don't want to come across as cocky or like selfish or something, or conceited. I'm just seeing that you have all this newly found confidence about life, and I feel like you've fully let go of the past. This is something that probably, if you watch a lot of tarot readings, everyone always tells you you need to learn to let go of the past. The card popped up in this reading as well, but I want to say congratulations, because you're soon at a point where you couldn't care less about your past anymore. Like, all that you're focusing on is your future. That is all that matters, really. And you know that there's great things coming for you. A big thing is believing and having trust in the universe, because you have to believe, you have to trust in the fact that there's blessings coming towards you. You know, life's not always gonna suck. Even if you're currently not enjoying your life as much, it's going to change and it's going to get better. And if you are enjoying the life right now, then great. It's going to get even better, trust me. I feel like a lot of you guys might not have found your place in the world, or like are about to find your place in this world, which doesn't mean you have to settle. I mean, like, you've really created yourself, and like, you know what you bring to the table. It's like you're getting to know yourself, or like you have been on this journey up until this point of getting to know yourself and who you are. And there's a lot of ideas that you've had, a lot of things that you've realized, a lot of realizations that you've made. And now you sort of want to show this side of you to so many people. Like, you want to get out there. You want to show who you are. You want to, I'm getting like, surprise everyone with the new you or something like that, because you've truly reinvented yourself. And a lot of your morals have changed. A lot of the things that you couldn't, like, you just couldn't understand a few years ago, now you're like, wow, I love this and I'm doing it myself, or something like that. You know, guys, what I'm saying? So like, I feel like your viewpoints on a lot of things and topics have changed. I feel like you are more open now, definitely. And what's most beautiful about this world, and I'm sort of like getting it in this reading, I'm feeling this from your energy, is to just like live happily, let everyone do whatever they want and own it and be proud of it and be happy that everyone's just so different, that everyone loves to do different things and has different interests. And I feel like that's exactly what you celebrate in a partner as well, because you don't want to settle for someone boring, for someone monotone that, I don't know, doesn't feel the joy of life. Because I feel like there's so much joy and passion within you. You just cannot be with someone that doesn't reciprocate that. You cannot be with someone whose energy is draining, and you cannot constantly play psychologist for other people. Like, I hope that's making sense. But I feel like in the past, you used to always be the shoulder to cry on for a lot of people. And you're naturally like a good listener, but you need to, and you're going to surround yourselves with people that have their life together. You're naturally like attracting people that are high vibrational, high frequency, successful people, just like you are, or you are about to become. And there's something about your career and money here because you are going to be very, very rich. And this is not just about money. You're going to be rich in terms of your experience and all the things that you want. Like you have everything you want. Doesn't mean you're a millionaire, but it's like you can buy everything you want, right? With the money that you have. And of course, it could always be more, but you're just going to be content with what you have. And abundance, really, I think since this is a general reading, we're going to have to look at what the money, like the wealth card says later on, because we're going to be looking at your career and money as well. So we're going to sort of have to look at what that says. But what I would say for now is that you're definitely creating way more money. It's like you're generating money like automatically. You're doing something that lets the money flow to you. It's not like you're working to get money. I feel like you're having that separate source of income that just like grows exponentially. Like the more people that engage with what you do, the more money you get. I feel like you're getting yourselves into something like that. This can totally be like a side income that you have, but I am going to say eventually this is going to be making you a lot of money. Just know that and be aware of that. So like, yeah, you could have your job and there's something else that generates a lot of money in your life. And I feel like if that hasn't started yet, this new era of your life is what kicks it all off and allows money to come in, to flow. And it also says here, a little hint is you have to find your way to abundance. It's not like it's going to be crystal clear what you need to do in order to generate money. Try out what works and what doesn't. For you, I'm getting the message that try out a lot of different things, different niches. You don't have to settle for one like in the beginning. Just see whatever works for you. See whatever you can do that is fun for you and still generates you money. You're celebrating because you are in a new chapter of your life. You're celebrating because you finally found the courage to step into the unknown, to walk this path, to go down this path. And because of that, you're celebrating and you are rewarded with success because you are taking a leap of faith, a little bit at least. Something that is always going to help you out is your intuition and your gut feeling. It says follow your intuition, and when you feel called to do something, do it. There's a reason for it. Don't ignore your gut feeling. Don't ignore this natural calling that you have, that your soul has. If your soul wants to do something, wants to try something out, you better do it, even if you're scared, okay? Rise above it. If you want to go a certain place, but you're scared, then do it anyway. And you know it's going to be worth it. Like you need to stop being the type of person to say, I want to do this, but there's something holding me back because I'm not courageous enough, because I don't have enough money, because I don't feel like I'm loved enough. Whatever it is, you need to learn to let go of the but and like just do things. Don't think about it too much. Like if you want to do something, then just do it. Just do it, okay? Your intuition's gonna help you out a lot. I just want to add this. Reading other people. You have this natural gift, like you can read when someone has bad intentions with you. And when you already know that someone has bad intentions with you, then just drop them. There's no reason for you to engage in any conversations with them. If you notice that someone's vibe is off, leave them right there because there's no need for this to enter your life now in this stage of your life. You guys just have this inner knowing of what's right and what's fishy, you know? Trust that always. You know that if it walks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it probably is a duck. So trust patterns. Also, I want to say the thing that's going to make you so successful is your originality. You cannot ever be on someone else's level if you're just copying everyone. Like you need to find something that's original. And it's okay to like reproduce and do things that other people have done, but that's never going to make you stand out. So like do something that you haven't seen other people do before in whatever way that's applicable to your life, okay? I feel like this could be about this source of income though, like this big money flow that's coming into your life. You're going to get the money by doing something that no one else has done. And why is that? If you do something that millions of other people have done, then how is that going to benefit you? Because there's so much competition. Now imagine if you're the only person who does a certain thing, the only person who's able to do this type of thing, then obviously everyone's going to come to you and that's going to generate a lot more money. And last but not least, I want to say, don't be afraid of the lows in life, because everyone has them, and you guys, as long as you're prepared, there's nothing that can go wrong, okay? Even if you experience like tribulations and stuff, you need to rise above them. If you're prepared for anything to happen, then nothing will shock you, because life's not always rainbows and sunshines, but you guys are developing the courage to overcome literally anything and make situations seem less dramatic. I feel like this could also be talking about your mental health, but you're gonna know that if, am I experiencing a low right now? Am I at my lowest point? Well, that's okay. I'm allowed to feel these emotions, but I know that I'm gonna get better and I'm gonna get back on top very soon. Like, you're allowed to get in your feelings and feel bad sometimes, but like at the end, you have to know that you are meant to succeed and you're meant to come out on top. And as long as you remind yourself of that, like you're meant to succeed and you get back on track, like you don't lose yourself in the process and you don't get depression, then it's okay to feel your emotion. And even if you have depression or if you've been diagnosed with something, there's always a way to overcome it. And I don't even want to like down talk it, but like just know that you guys are so awesome and you are meant to succeed, okay? And you don't always need to dwell in the negative. That's like all I want to say, and I hope the message comes across. So yeah, I've just said a lot, and we're going to get moving and we're going to get to the next part of this reading. Okay, now on to the second part of this reading. We're going to get you a few more messages using tarot. We're going to be using one card for each of the 6 big topics, okay? And we're going to get to that in a second. Just give me a sign. Okay, that was our sign that it's ready. Okay, that was very quick. And this is going to be the card regarding your own happiness. This is the card about love, a love message for you for this next upcoming chapter. This is a message about marriage. This is a message about your career, about your success, and last but not least, this will be a message about wealth for you. So let's have a look at them and what they say. So your card of happiness is the 10 of Wands. So for you guys, it seems that your happiness is going to be the result of a lot of hard work, because you don't have it easy in life, and your happiness comes after having worked your butt off, because there's clearly something that you need to do, or a lot of weight that you need to carry in order to get to your final destination where you truly want to be and feel all of that happiness. But something that you guys might be forgetting is that the happiness also, or like you are also meant to experience joy along the way. It's not always about the end goal. Like if you're someone who says, I'll be happy when I'm there and I'll be happy when I'm at my goal, then maybe think about the fact that you can experience joy in the process. Like the journey is the destination. And then let's have a look at your love message for this next upcoming chapter in your life. Ooh, okay. The 4 of Swords. It looks like you're kind of sleeping in at love. Like maybe love's not the most important thing for you right now, and you just don't even wanna like really do anything about it. I think if you're single, then you're definitely happy being single. And I don't see anything spectacular happening in your love life in the near future, because there might be other things that you're focusing on. it's like just very peaceful. I feel like you're getting to that state where life is at ease, where you're extremely at peace with yourself and your life, and you're just like laying there on your bed having not a single worry. And sometimes you're thinking that how much easier your life actually is without a relationship, because you might only have experienced drama in past relationships and like the bad side, the ugly side a lot of the times. And I feel like you're just waiting for the perfect, and I don't know why, but I'm getting like peaceful partner for you that like allows you to have freedom in your relationship, and is very much, the relationship feels very much peaceful, because I think you're just honestly sick of the drama. And that might also be what you're attracting right now. This could be a sign that you're attracting someone that is kind of like, just very peaceful, quiet, introverted, something like that. Okay? If you are trying to attract someone. Otherwise, the other interpretation, as I said, is like you're just not focusing on love. You're kind of like, it's like you're more in the astral realm than in the 3D world. And I do think you could be meeting your person there, if that makes sense, okay? But yeah, it's like love in the 3D is not a priority right now. And subsequently, the card about marriage is the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, if you're married, this would mean you're working on your marriage. Like you're trying to make it work. You're trying to make improvements. Whatever doesn't work, you're trying to fix that. But if you're not, then, what could that mean? Working on a marriage that doesn't exist. Think about it. I don't know, but you could potentially be trying to arrange something, or like start thinking about getting married. It's not like you have a particular person. You might, but you don't have to. And you're just sort of like, I feel like working on yourself in order to prepare yourself for marriage, because there's some adjustments that need to be made. And yeah, this could also mean, to be honest, that you're meeting your partner, your life partner, your wedding partner at work, since this is the card of improvements, skills, and like working, anything work related in marriage. Now your career card is the Page of Wands. Wow. You guys seem to have a new vision for your career. There's something new that you want to do, and that kind of resonates with the money and abundance card that we had prior to this. You have a very, very new creative idea. Wands are about creativity. So you're trying to make a really creative endeavor, turn it into your career. And you're very confident that you want to do it and that you're going to do it, but it's like it might still be at the beginning stages. So you're trying to figure out on how to do it, how to set this in motion is what I'm feeling. But this new chapter of your life is going to really help you out, because I feel like a lot of your areas in life are going to be, set back to square one, and there's so much potential for you. And I just want to say it again, try out different things, different creative things. Since this is the Page of Wands, this is definitely something that you need to be passionate about in order for it to succeed. This cannot be something you do for money. I mean, it's going to create money in the end, but money is not the main objective. The main objective is expressing yourself, being creative, and loving what you do. Because if it was all for the money, then it would be the Page of Pentacles. But it's not. It's about something that's really close to your heart, that you are passionate and creative about. And that is going to make you a lot of money in this new chapter of life. All right? And yeah, it could most likely be a very original idea that no one's done before. But we've been there, and I don't want to repeat myself too much. Your success card. The sun, beautiful. Happiness is success. Success is happiness. Honestly, when you're happy, when you're confident, when you're positive, that's the way for you to succeed. You're going to succeed by thinking positively, by being an optimist. And if you are an optimist by nature, that's going to help you out a lot. But if you're someone who constantly doubts everything, who doesn't believe in magic, the magic of the universe, then that needs to change if you truly want to get to a better place. Because your success is all about the way you feel. This has a lot to do with manifestation. Like when you feel good about something, you attract it a lot easier. And when you can already feel what it's like to be successful, you're going to get there a lot faster. And that's honestly what the card is trying to tell, in my opinion. But one thing also that I'm noticing is that this is like a sort of hint for you. You're going to be more successful if you have a positive attitude and a positive, not just mindset, but if you come across as a more positive person. Whatever job you're in, maybe you're simply not friendly enough, or maybe you're not enjoying the job as much, and people definitely notice that you're not yourself. People could definitely notice that you're not happy with where you're at. And that needs to change, because you're only ever going to be successful with something that you're also happy with, because you're not going to be successful if you hate your job. So if that's the case, then you need to seriously reconsider. But the sun is here for a reason. Happiness is your success, okay? Whatever you're happy about, that's what will help you succeed. And the card about your wealth, we've got the 7 of Cups. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't count today. Beautiful. That looks like someone who's able to buy whatever they want. You are going to be able to buy expensive things, and I think you're going to be very smart about it. That's the thing. I just feel like there's a lot of gears and products on the market that you could easily buy with your money, but you still refrain from doing so, because in the end you realize that you don't need all of these things. But with this wealth card, I'm getting like upgrades. You're going to be able to upgrade. With this new source of income, there's going to be a lot of upgrades happening. Maybe getting a newer car, a newer phone, a newer house. I don't know, but you're definitely upgrading certain areas of your life, just making it a lot better. And I'm also thinking that you definitely can buy whatever you want. And that sounds great. And I really hope that you do affirm this and that you do claim this message, because it seems to be a very good one for you, for your pile. And that was your reading. And I hope that you did enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. If it resonated, if you want to claim, please subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification. This way you won't miss out on another one of my uploads. And yeah, please remember that the universe is your friend and everything always works out in your favor. Even if something looks like it's hurting you, it's only going to benefit you in the long run. Everything that happens to you happens for a reason. And I just want you guys to appreciate life. And I don't know, yeah, I guess that's the message I want to get out there. That's coming from me. Just be happy with where you're at, and if you're not, then make a change about it. Because I do feel like that as soon as you're entering this chapter, as soon as you get out of your comfort zone, that's when it starts for you. And it's totally up to you when that is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Hey there to everyone who chose the third group, the butterfly. This will be a reading about the next big chapter in your life. What steps are you taking? And when is this chapter going to start? Let's find out. So we're going to start off with some oracle before we get into the tarot. This is one of the most beautiful decks that I own. The images are so vibrant and colorful. I just love it. I'm in love with this deck. I know you're going to like it too. And that's just pretty fitting with the topic of this video, because I know that whatever chapter you're about to get into is going to be really vibrant and amazing. So let's have a look. Let's shuffle some cards. I really like the sound that they make. So what's this next chapter all about? Children. Ooh, okay. I hope you're ready. Know that your children are protected. Then we've got face your fears. You're gonna be releasing the power of fear. Okay, what's this next big chapter in life all about? Good fortune. Wow. Invite the magic in. And Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. Just enjoy it. And we've got legends. Learn from those who inspire you. And let's get you 3 more. What is this next chapter all about in this person's life? Whoever felt drawn to the butterfly. Okay. It's like on the other side of the room now. Sensuality, express your sensuality. That is like really, really important for you. This card was acting up, as you were able to tell. Let's see. Let's get you 2 more. What's this next big chapter all about? Creative wonderment, follow your passion. And last but not least, this next chapter for group 3. Peacock, raise your standards. Don't settle for less than you deserve. All right, I'm just gonna arrange them. And you've got, I feel like all different colors, which is really, really beautiful, like the rainbow. Oh my god, it wasn't on camera. Half of it wasn't on camera, but now it is. All right, guys, group number 3. So what's changing for you is the fact that you are going to be living your life unapologetically from now on, and I'm getting like a no regrets type of lifestyle. Being a bit more of a daredevil. If you want to do something, you just go ahead and do it instead of holding back and then regretting not doing something. The way your life is about to change is you are going to find the courage to do whatever it is that you want. Go up to anyone and talk to anyone you want. Initiate a conversation. I can see that there's going to be a huge boost in your confidence in this next chapter of your life. And that is because you have decided to change. You have decided to do better. And with that also comes the fact that you know your worth. At least now you know your worth. You know what you are worth. And you know what types of people definitely don't deserve to be in your life. The only issue that I would think that you might have for some of you guys is still being with people that are undeserving. Because very, very soon, if there's anyone in your life that you're not sure as to whether they deserve to be in your life, whether it is even nurturing to have this person around, very soon you're going to have this realization, this big wake-up call. Like, wait a moment. A lot of these people that are currently in my life have like no business being there. Why am I friends with them? Or like, why do I hang out with them? Because like, I feel like you're going to be using up a lot more of your personal space. You're going to get rid of people and therefore allow for something new, for new connections to happen. Because there are definitely, or there have been people that have been draining you, your energy, and like not allowing you to be your true self. And I just feel like you found peace by sort of being on your own. You found peace by being your own best friend, giving yourself some good company. You guys are definitely going to be raising your standards, especially because I've mentioned you know your worth and you know the type of person or the type of people that you would like to surround yourself with. And at the beginning of this journey that you're about to embark on, you might feel a little lonely, but that's okay because I can definitely see that the universe is going to bring some amazing people into your life, especially because this chapter that's about to happen is very, very vivid, imaginative, very bright and colorful, just like these cards are. With you especially, I'm feeling you are going to live again. Because I'm getting that you kind of like stopped living. This is a timeless reading, so it doesn't matter when you're watching. But if you're watching this at the time that it came out, I would assume that might be because of a pandemic or other reasons where you felt like you weren't able to live your life to the fullest. I'm just seeing that very, very soon you're going to invite all this magic back in, and you're actually going to sort of let the universe take you somewhere, because you might not have a very concise plan of where you're headed. I think you're kind of an open-minded person, like whatever happens, happens regarding your love life, career, and life in general, okay? Like wherever the universe ends up taking you, that's fine with you. And what I see for you is the fact that you are no longer going to be scared of anything. You're about to face your fears, and by becoming this fearless type of person, there's a lot of truths that are revealed. It's kind of like an awakening that you have, because you come to realize that nothing really matters. In the end, you're just existing. I feel like you're gonna be having a lot of philosophical conversations with people and a lot of existential thoughts. Like you're gonna be thinking, why am I even here? Nothing really matters. I can literally do anything. I'm not ashamed of anything anymore. Nothing really embarrasses me. That's the type of energy that I'm feeling. I just see you guys existing and going with the flow. And there's something that you are pursuing, something that you don't know a lot about, but something that you are still learning. This could be a hobby that you're discovering very, very soon as you are getting into this next phase of your life, or maybe you've already discovered it and you keep on pursuing this because you want to get better for you. This is something that you're really into, that brings you a lot of joy. And there's this type of teacher that you have. And this teacher is going to learn you so much, is going to teach you so much about this topic, until eventually you outsmart them. Like you become smart enough to like apply all that knowledge that you have gathered and use it to your advantage in your own day-to-day life. And eventually you won't need this teacher anymore. Eventually you might become the next teacher to teach others the same way of living, you know what I mean? Or like to teach others this specific hobby that you have. And I really do think this new passion that you're discovering, or maybe it's not directly a new passion in specific, but it could just be something that you're intensely studying right now, that you're intensely learning about, like very, very much so. And it just helps you out because that is something to keep yourself busy with. And yeah, that is something that you can actually bond over with other people. I see that the new connections that you're making with people that are actually nurturing, the thing that you guys have in common is this hobby, this passion for a certain subject. There's no more small talk, because when you talk to your new friends, or to these friends that I'm seeing here, wow, these conversations are going to be amazing. And it's almost like you guys are building your own little community where you constantly support each other and help each other out. I see like really amazing things. I see like a little, maybe even like friend group, okay, of people who have the same passions, the same interests, who are supporting each other. So like obviously you're doing your own job, you're doing your best, but things just get a lot more exciting for you. And I feel like you have a lot more fun doing that when you actually meet this group of people that are doing the same things that you're doing, and you can constantly like talk about your progress and see how you're doing. It could like even be just the type of people that are always going to hype you up and motivate you. If this is about, I don't know, fitness, then you're going to like have these people that are constantly going to motivate you. You're definitely wanting to make a change for the better. You want to be more disciplined, and you want this lifestyle. Okay? And that with working out, it was just an example. Obviously, it's going to be different for everyone. It could even be about I don't know, learning about crystals, whatever you guys want, or drawing art, just anything pretty much. Dogs, okay? Insert passion here. And I wouldn't necessarily say that this has to be a career, like at all. I think this is definitely something that you do in your free time because you want to. Like this is how you choose to spend your spare time. And then I feel like eventually you would actually be able to turn this into a career. But like as of now, this is definitely a big hobby, a big passion that you have in your life. And it also helps you bring back and reawaken the joy for life that you've been missing. If life's been really boring lately, if you felt like you don't know what you're doing, what you're meant to do, why you're even doing this still, I just feel like very soon you're going to get that passion back, that clarity back, the purpose back, because I feel like as humans, we just need a purpose to live. Like we need something that keeps us motivated, that keeps us striving to constantly become a better version of ourselves. And what you're doing, I feel like, is a lot of working on yourself, becoming a better person, becoming fearless, as I've said, and you're pursuing these creative endeavors, these creative passions that you have. And then I have a message. There's a great improvement in your sex life because like you feel things a lot more intensely. This could be because of a partner that's entering your life, but I feel like it's about your own attitude towards life and how you view yourself, because I feel like you're on this journey of loving yourself, because honestly, it takes time, but I think you're actually starting to see yourself as a goddess or as a god, because you're realizing how valuable you are and what makes you unique. And you start to notice that the features or that the things, your little quirks, your little imperfections make you you. And that's like so attractive about you. And I just feel like you're falling in love with yourself without being narcissistic. But yeah, you're like on the way of falling in love with yourself. A lot of you guys might have a really hard relationship with yourself, not liking you, but this is changing. Affirm it. Use affirmations. And for you guys specifically, I'm hearing the affirmation, I am a goddess, or like I am a god, and I can create whatever I want. I can have whatever I want in life. And what I wanted to say is that you're just feeling things a lot more intensely. You have you're about to get a very increased libido. Like your lust for life, your lust for touch, and your longing for pleasure is going to be very increased. Let me put it like that. Like you guys are all of a sudden going to want to touch someone, hug someone, kiss someone. Like you just want affection, and this is going to drive you nuts, especially because you don't just settle with anyone, but you still want it, but like you don't want to have it from just anyone. And yeah, that is, I feel like, the result of you guys seeing yourself, or like trusting yourself and seeing yourself as a goddess or as a god, because you know you're the one that others are going to want, and your confidence is going to be thriving. And then I'm getting a message for the mothers out there, or for the fathers. If you have children, I can see something about them moving out, or like going somewhere away from you for quite a bit of time. And just know that they're going to be safe. This card doesn't really come out a lot, so I really think it's meant for a specific person or group of people that's listening in here right now. And if it doesn't resonate, then just leave it. But I feel like if you have a child, or I think even sibling would work as well, I feel like for a lot of you guys, your family's going to be going separate ways. Like some family members are going separate ways because they're starting off their own lives. For some of you guys, some of your family members, I feel like children or siblings are going to start their own life somewhere and they're moving out from home. Okay? But I know that's really specific, so if it doesn't resonate, then just leave it. Just know that if it does resonate, they're about to create their own life with someone or by themselves, and I do foresee great times ahead for them. It's just the natural cycle of life to constantly grow and evolve, become a better version of yourself, continue your journey, and that's what makes it beautiful. And the card says, know that your children are protected. So the universe has your back, and there's definitely no need to worry about them. They've got their life figured out, and they're going to do just fine. And I guess with them leaving, whoever it is, that sort of like kicks off a new chapter in your life as well. And I see how that's related to your life, like how that marks the beginning of a new chapter for you as well. And now we're going to move on to some tarot cards. All right, group 3, now on to the second part of this reading. We're going to get you a few more tarot cards, one for each area that we'll be focusing on. All right, and there's 6, by the way. So let's have a look. Just give me a sign when the cards are ready. Okay, that was our sign. Let's have a look. This is going to be the card of your happiness. Is that one? Yeah. This is going to be a love message for you. This is going to be a message about marriage. This is about your career. This is about your success. And the last card about your wealth. So let's start off with the card of your happiness. We've got the 3 of Cups, as we already saw before. Again, you're going to find happiness in this small little community or friend group that I was talking about earlier. This truly brings you happiness because all of a sudden you're meeting so many people with the same interest. I feel like you do have quite a few friends who you can't relate to that well because like you're vastly different, but with this group of people that you're about to meet or that are coming into your life in this next chapter of the book, I can just see they're going to mean so much to you and you're going to be so appreciative and grateful to have these types of people. Because even if you think you're too old to make friends or like you can only make friends at work, that is so not true. You're never too old for a new hobby. And you're never too old to make connections, let me tell you that. And I do foresee some great changes regarding that, regarding your interpersonal relationships. Again, you need the courage, though, to start off with this interest that you have, if you haven't already. Like, you need to get into it. It's not going to happen by itself. Like, you need to do some work, too. I hope you know that. Then on to your love message. The Star. Yeah, with the love, it looks like anything is possible. The Star talks about possibilities. The Star talks about hope, not losing hope. I do not know your relationship status, but let me just tell you, the Star tells you that there is hope and that nothing is lost and that you can achieve anything in your current relationship, or you can have anything if you're single. You can attract anyone into your life. I feel like the universe is very open to negotiate regarding love. What do you want? Set an intention. You want a partner? Set an intention. It's not going to be hard for you to get one. Honestly. I'm getting like waiting. A lot of you guys are waiting for a person, waiting for the right person. It's like you only want to settle with your soulmate, twin flame, and you don't want to settle for less. Also because we've had like, you have very high standards now in this next chapter. You're not going to settle with just about anyone. And that's why hope and faith is so important, because you don't want to get lost. You don't want to give up hope finding someone. And I feel like for you, it could actually take time to like find this person, but that's nothing bad. Let's have a look at the card regarding marriage. You've got the 5 of Pentacles. That's rather interesting because this card talks about hardship, how things are not going as you would like them to. So if you're married already and you're not happy in this connection, this might be a sign to do something about that. Okay? Because I can see regarding marriage, this is kind of like forcing yourself to like work together. Just look at these two people walking. Do they look like they even want to be together? It's like you feel forced to be with this person. If you have a partner that feels draining, then you might want to reconsider if this is the right one for you. I feel like, again, you guys are waiting for your soulmate. And this could simply just mean that you don't want to marry someone that's going to feel draining. Like, you don't want this type of, you don't want to be tagged along like this person is. If you're single right now, what this card could mean is that you are having a very hard time connecting with someone, and that people that you're meeting in the near future, getting married to them would feel more like a chore or like a responsibility than actual love. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just not in your cards to get married in the near future. Maybe it's gonna take a little longer. I think that's what this means. Or again, if you are in a relationship, then work on these struggles that you're experiencing, the hardship that you're experiencing. Figure out why you guys aren't getting along as of now, or like in the future. If you start having these little discrepancies, then work on them. Because these two people, they aren't willing to talk to each other. They both think they're right. That's how I would interpret it. You guys need to communicate more. Now on to the card regarding your career. What career advice do you have, or do you get from the universe? The moon, okay. With the moon, I can tell that you're going to be questioning not just your existence, but also your career. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and I'm not even trying to discourage you from what you're doing. I'm just thinking the career that you have at that time, you're going to be thinking, is this the right choice for me? Do I have fun doing this? Do I want to do this? Because at times it's going to be really fun for you, and then at other times it's just going to be very draining. So you're going to have to see which one outweighs the other and go from there. I can just see that you're going to be like questioning it, and you're not like entirely sure. I do, however, advise against making quick decisions, because this is something that you need to really, really think about very, very carefully. Ultimately, you just want to be happy with your job. But I do see that there's something that you are kind of like questioning. It could even be the fact that you love your job, but you don't like the environment and the people that you are confronted with at work. So that could be another option. So I do see you guys wanting to adjust something regarding your career because you're not happy with it. It doesn't even have to be a change in career, but maybe it is a change of the place where you work at. Maybe you're going to get a different job somewhere in that same field, or you're wanting to do something else. You want to change because it feels old. I'm honestly getting it that it feels old, that you want something new. That could be one of the reasons. And what message can we get about your success? We've got the Three of Pentacles. Now in comparison, what's going to help you succeed? We've got another three. So this time the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration again. The message is pretty clear. This community that you're in, that you're about to join perhaps, is going to help you out a lot, and they're going to help you grow and succeed, reach any goals that you want. Because this type of group, let's say like group chat, they're going to be so supportive. They're going to always hype you up. They're going to help you reach your goals. These people are going to validate all of your struggles. These people are going to see you, make you feel seen, heard, and it's going to be lovely. It's going to be amazing. You see how there's like these two viewers, and like the main protagonist is working on something and other people are watching. I feel like that could mean you're putting yourself out there, or you're putting yourself on the internet or something, whereas other people are watching, and you're really, really succeeding with that. That's like an alternative message. Like, your viewers, your listeners, your readers are consuming your work, okay? And that's how you get success, by having other people consume what you do. And then last but not least, a message about your wealth. Oh, the Page of Cups, very nice. Yeah, you guys are gonna get rich by having this amazing idea that you're extremely emotionally attached to. The Page can often be an entrepreneur as well. So I feel like your wealth message is that if you want to get rich, then you're gonna have to be very creative and do something that you can dedicate a lot of time to. Because anyone can get rich if they work hard enough. And for you guys, you need to fully love what you do. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. Because I do feel like, especially in terms of being an entrepreneur, it is going to be extremely time consuming. And you're going to have to make sure that you absolutely love what you're doing. Like, if you're selling something, you need to be in love with these products yourself. But if we just want to take it a little more general, then I'm going to say that there's an opportunity for you to earn more money. A big opportunity coming up for you that you are very, very passionate about, and that allows you to generate more income, okay? So like something that you're really interested in, a hobby of yours, is going to help you make money. And this is something new. All right, that was your reading. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I hope that it resonated with you. I hope that you were able to take something away from this. In terms of when this chapter is going to start, I feel like when you are separating from the rest of your family, I feel like that's what I picked up on, if that makes sense. Like, as I've said, I see someone moving out or something. I feel like that's what sort of kicks off this new chapter. And if that does not resonate, then honestly, it's whenever you allow it to, whenever you face all of your fears, whenever you decide that you are the goddess, whenever you decide that you are the god. You're the creator. And as soon as you allow yourself to experience all of these things, they're going to happen. I mean, this is not something that the universe has to hand to you, especially with the part about going after your interests. This is something that you need to initiate, that you need to do. So in terms of when this chapter is going to start, it's going to be very much up to you as well. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you're always notified when I upload again. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Mwah, and goodbye. Hey there to the last group number 4. If you chose the image with the flowers, then this will be your reading about this next big chapter that you are getting yourselves into. So let's have a look at what kind of messages we can get, what your life will be all about, and when this chapter is going to start. Let's see. All right. So we're going to start off with some oracle cards. This is probably the most beautiful oracle deck that I have. The cards, you're going to see them in a second, are just very colorful and vibrant. I love it. And I know you're going to love it too. And then we're also going to get into some tarot cards later. All right, so let's have a look. What is this next chapter of this person's life all about? What will they be focusing on? So the first one that came out is Illusion. And it tells you to embrace the truth. See life for what it really is. We've got the 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. All right. Let's see, what is this next chapter all about in this person's life. You don't have as many cards anymore since you're the last group, and I don't want to get any doubles, so that's why. Okay, the opportunity knocks on your door. Go for it, just go. Vacation, take time for relaxation and adventure. Whoa, are you guys planning something? Gratitude, be grateful for all you have. Obviously, really important. Enlightenment, pursue spiritual growth. Wow, I'm already getting like a really beautiful message with this one. What kind of change is this person getting themselves into? And what's this next chapter all about? Okay. Okay, those are 2 cards. Let's have a look. We've got intuition, trust your intuition, and don't worry, just be happy, the dolphin card. Wow, very nice. Okay. So let me just arrange all of them. So, okay, this is big, you guys, because I feel like you guys are waking up. You're finally waking up and seeing life for what it actually is. Being able to read people, it's almost like you have this X-ray vision that you're being given. This is like a true gift that you have. And you're going to embrace the truth, because there's people that have been playing with you, that have been trying to get on your good side, but you know that their intentions just weren't right. Stuff like that just won't happen from now on. This next chapter that you're getting yourself into, I feel like it is rather a slow process. It doesn't just happen from one day to the next, but it is a whole new mindset that you're acquiring and that you're getting, a whole new way of thinking, because you guys are questioning like your existence. You guys are questioning laws of nature. You guys are questioning your life and what the point actually is. I wouldn't say that you're having an existential crisis, but I would say that you're having some sort of spiritual awakening. And I know that's a word that card readers like to throw out there, but I really do believe that you're going through some sort of spiritual awakening and enlightenment. That's really evident and really important for me to mention, because you are growing spiritually. You guys are never done growing and learning. And I feel like the main thing that you are eliminating is self-doubt and worry. With this new chapter that is starting, or that has already started in your life, again, this is like a very big thing and big change in your life, a big change in your own perception and the way you see things. So this doesn't just happen overnight. This new chapter starts slowly. And I'm thinking all these new ways of thinking slowly sneak into your subconscious mind. Because first of all, I can see that there have been some people that have just been dishonest with you, disloyal, and you might have given them chance after chance, and you see that this is not the way it's going to be, because these people are never going to learn, and you know that eventually you're going to have to let them go, and you're no longer lying to yourself. You're no longer going to give people the benefit of the doubt, saying maybe they will change, because you know that they won't. And this is about putting you first. This is about being happy with yourself and knowing that what is meant for you will always find you, that you know the partner you seek is also seeking you, and there is no chasing, there is no trying to make someone jealous, because I feel like you're attracting great things into your life, and you're most importantly at peace and at a very good vibration constantly. It says don't worry, be happy, and that's exactly what you're doing, because you realize that worrying gets you nowhere. And you're going to be using affirmations, you're going to be using meditation, you're going to be using tools to help you recapture your happiness, your own freedom. And I feel like you're going to be at the point where if something doesn't make you happy, if you feel like there's negative side effects of a connection or of a situation, then you're just going to drop it. Like, you're not even going to deal with it anymore, because you used to feed into that type of stuff a lot. You used to give people a lot of chances, but no more. And I feel like this also stems from the fact that you know that your life is continuing, and you can also actually feel how you're moving on. Because for a lot of you guys, I'm seeing you going on a trip, going on a vacation that is going to be extremely enlightening for you. And I know for a fact that once you get to that place, and when you come back, or maybe you are not coming back, but like after that vacation is sort of over, you will not be the same, because there is a sense of enlightenment that you're going to have during that trip. And you're going to be thinking, I want to start over with my life. There's so many new truths that I've learned, and I want to apply some of that, what I've learned, to my life. And I feel like this vacation that you are taking, or this trip that you're taking, maybe you're even moving, I don't know, but there's like a change in your physical location, and that could actually be the start of your next chapter. So like this next chapter of your life could start the day that you are actually going places. Because this next vacation that you have planned, I think this is something you already know about, or you've always been wanting to do, and maybe this is going to act as an inspiration or as a confirmation, like you should definitely go on this trip. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for a lot of you guys, and it's really important for you. The universe wants you to go there, and you are meant to go there. If you've been debating on whether you should travel, of course, you're always going to have to pay attention to current restrictions, but this could be ahead in the future, obviously. And also what I want to mention, this isn't just a typical holiday. It's much more than a holiday. This is what your soul is calling you to do, because your soul is calling you to go to a certain place. You're looking to find closure and clarity going to this place because you are so drawn to going there. It's like your soul is calling for it. It's not that you just want to go there and have a little vacation at a resort. I mean, it could be, but I feel like there's much more than that, because this trip is going to be life-changing and you're not coming back the same. I feel like that's really what could kick off this new chapter in your life, because for some reason you're going to be enlightened, and you're going to, after taking this trip and during this trip, you're going to see what your life could be like. And you're going to find out many truths and also learn about yourself, because there's actually so much going on within you, so much happening, so much potential that you haven't unlocked yet, I'm feeling. And becoming a more spiritual person, or like even more spiritual than now, is going to really help you unlock all of your hidden talents and all of your desires. I feel like you're finding your life purpose very soon. You're going to say, I just know for a fact I'm meant to do this. This is my mission. This is my calling. I'm so happy to be able to do this, and I'm so happy to be alive. I can feel that there's so much life force within you, or very soon you'll be so glad to be able to contribute to this planet in some way, because it's like you have found your place. You truly have found your place, and you wouldn't trade it for anything. And I feel like this vacation is like playing a big role in that. And again, right next to it, we've got opportunity. So this could really be the once in a lifetime opportunity for you that you are meant to take. And this is going to be up to you. Maybe this is something that you weren't really expecting. Maybe this is something perhaps that's being offered to you. Like, hey, do you want to go on this trip? And you're going to say yes, because you know it's going to be life-changing. And again, I don't even want to downplay the current situation that we're in. Obviously, you're going to have to check for, is it even possible? But again, this could be ahead in the future where there are no more travel restrictions, all right? So yeah, also this is timeless. So if you're watching this long after COVID, then great. You know that this is your confirmation. All of these events are going to teach you how to be truly grateful, because I can see that it's not just something that you say because everyone's always like, yeah, you have to be grateful in order to attract things. But you're going to learn what it truly means to be grateful, because you're going to be so glad to be living this dream. You're going to be so glad to be alive. You're going to feel so many positive emotions, and those are going to just help you attract whatever you want into your life. It's going to just amplify this feeling of happiness, of gratefulness, and gratitude. You are also going to strengthen your intuition. As I've already mentioned, you're going to trust your own gut more than ever. You know, these certain situations where you get a certain gut feeling and you decide to ignore it and go against it anyway, only to be proven right by your gut. Like, I should have listened to my gut. I was right all along. And that's sort of like showing you that you weren't really in touch and weren't really trusting enough. But I feel like in the future, you're going to be able to fully rely on your intuition, on your gut instinct. You know for a fact that you are such a powerful being. You're going to trust this gut instinct from now on. And especially like with this new chapter that's starting off. All in all, I see you guys just becoming very, very spiritual or more spiritually enlightened. And I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you weren't really into spirituality, or maybe you didn't believe in any of that at all at first a few years ago, and then discovered it and how much it's actually helped you out being a spiritual person in life. I do want to say that since this is such a personal process, since this has such a profound meaning to you, this period of time isn't so much about making connections and making a lot of friends. I feel like for you, it's learning about yourself and becoming your own friend, like trusting your own gut instinct, trusting what your advice says, like what kind of advice you have for yourself, and not much relying on other people. I feel like this is a very, very personal journey that you are going to go by yourself. Of course, there's going to be people supporting you, but like at the core, this is all about you and yourself, your own journey, okay? And you are going on this trip, going on this vacation for you and not for anyone else or with anyone else. I mean, there might be someone accompanying you, but you know for a fact that this is because your soul is calling to do it. Hope that makes sense. You guys are just withdrawing from everything, from the world. And I can feel that you guys are no longer allowing yourselves to be corrupted by the media or by the news. I feel like I could see a social media break. Maybe you're even quitting social media, cutting down the amount of TV that you're watching, or maybe you're even stop watching the news altogether. I think that's definitely something I could see for you guys, because you realize that there's a lot of external influence. There's a lot of things trying to constantly put you down, because what does the media do? What does the news do? They want us to be scared. They want us to be anxious. They want us to be obedient. So of course they're gonna always try to control us, right? And I just feel like you're just no longer going to allow yourself to be controlled by anyone, because you are a free being. You are honestly just happy with nothing. I'm getting like, you could be happy by just existing. That's the point where you're getting to. And I feel like, I don't know why I'm hearing like you're happy with nothing, with a bare minimum. It's like you're starting off with nothing and then you're creating everything you want from this point. And you're already happy having nothing. I hope that makes sense. And like the more that comes into your life is just like a blessing for you. And it just means so much to you. But you generally don't even need anything to be happy. You're just like happy, vibing, existing. That's like the kind of energy that I'm feeling. And also what I want to say is that I feel like you're the type of person that's going to see everyone as equals. Someone that doesn't care about what other people look like, because I really do see you, the type of connections that you are making. And in case you are trying to attract a partner, this is definitely like a soul connection. The souls that you're about to connect with are like the most beautiful people you've ever met. Most beautiful souls. And to you, everyone's beautiful in their own way. And you probably don't have a type either. I mean, if you do, that's fine. But I feel like you could fall in love with anyone if it's right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really something that you need to cherish and embrace. Also, I just want to go back really quick to what I said about not allowing anyone to control you. I just had a look at the 7 deadly sins card that we have right there. Humanity's destructive traits. I do feel like in the past, or maybe even in the present, there's something that is getting a hold of you that you cannot control, such as an addiction, or as it says here, a sin. But I'm just more so thinking it's like something is trying to get a hold of you, something you know you don't want, but it's like really hard to quit it. And I'm really thinking you're fixing that. I'm really thinking that you are about to become a better person. And as I said, you're happy with just existing. You're happy with nothing. And I feel like that just tells me that you're sort of getting rid of this attachment that you have, of this unhealthy attachment. It's not even a human. This is like something that could potentially harm you. I would say it might be an addiction. It's something that is meant to destroy you in the long run. The more you do it, the worse your condition gets. Or like the worse your health or your mental health gets. Or the worse you feel about yourself. All right? And I feel like you are the one that's going to stand on top of that. There might be some type of breaking point where you realize, I just cannot go on with this anymore. It just cannot go on like this. And that's also really what might set off this new chapter in your life. Maybe you are the person that has to hit this breaking point in order for you to make a change, but then so be it. As long as you do, as long as you are able to stay on top of your addiction or on top of this attachment in the end, you're the winner. And I feel like you no longer have a preference, and you no longer have a type, and you no longer have any preconceived notions of anything, okay? I feel like this is what you need to hear, because you're really trying to eliminate something in your life, and you are going to be successful with that. So let's take a look at some tarot cards. We're going to be having a look at 6 different areas of your life in particular. All right, now on to the second part of your reading. We're going to get you 6 more tarot cards, 1 for each area that we'll be focusing on. All right, just give me a sign when the cards are ready, please. Let's see. Something definitely wants to come out here. And I think that was our sign. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be the card regarding your own happiness. And this is going to be a love message for you regarding this next big upcoming chapter in your life. This card will be about marriage. Is it coming anytime soon? We'll have a look at that. Then this card will be about your career. This next card will be about your success. And the final card about your wealth. So let's see. Let's see what the universe wants to tell you regarding your own happiness. The message is the Knight of Wands. With that card, I'm just going to say, you are the source of your happiness. You're the person that wants to get better at things, and you want to get better, and that's the key. Because I feel like you're just going to be really passionate about your life. There's things that will be happening to you where you just want to get going. You want to continue with this so badly. This is your purpose. Like, you're going to think, this is what I'm meant to do. And you're going to be so passionate about continuing. And this Knight of Wands is all about passion. You find happiness in your passions. You move through life with joy and happiness and motivation. And I just see you being such a positive inspiration to a lot of people as well. This card can signify a big breakthrough in your life. So maybe you're about to have this true breakthrough of your own happiness where you're no longer sad, you're no longer down, you're just living, you're just happy. And moving through life with so much energy, because this card is about energy, feeling good, being happy. And yeah, that just perfectly sums it up. Then the love message for you is represented by the Wheel of Fortune. Looking at this card honestly makes me think that you've got so many options. You know, there's a big wheel of options for you. And I feel like the reason for that might be the fact that you've expanded your horizons. You're willing to give so many more people a chance. You're not going to just settle with that one specific type anymore. Or maybe you never have, but then this is just saying once again, there's so many options for you. The dating pool is endless, and there's so many potential matches for you. And the Wheel of Fortune can also mean that something very, very unexpected is about to happen in your love life. I feel like if you're single, you're going to find love very unexpectedly when you're not necessarily looking for it, because Everything is about to align in your life. Everything is coming together. You're feeling good about where you are. You're living your dream life. And because of that, you naturally draw in love. And I feel like if you are single right now, then as soon as you're there at this point of spiritual enlightenment, you're going to find so much love. And it's all going to happen really unexpectedly. Deep within you, you know that your soulmate is coming close, that your lover, the person that you want to be around, is coming close. But then again, it sort of like really catches you off guard because you just didn't expect to meet them like at that moment. And it's going to be really beautiful. You don't have to worry about anything. And if you're in a relationship, your relationship is going to take a huge turn for the better or the worse. But I'm just thinking it's going to change up a lot. You don't even have to be scared. Whatever you're feeling right now, if you're feeling that it's going to get better, it will. If you're feeling that it's going to escalate, it probably will. So I'm going to leave that up to you. It's just that your relationship is going to take a turn. And we've already talked about the fact that your intuition is so strong, so you're already going to know it. I don't have to tell you. Then the card about marriage is the High Priestess. Nice. Pretty much the same thing I've said throughout this entire reading. It's about you connecting to your higher self, about trusting your intuition, and everything that you're going through, your spiritual awakening is going to eventually lead you to finding the perfect partner for marriage. Or if you're already married, trust your intuition. Exactly what I said in the previous card. You have to trust your intuition, and your marriage message is your gut feeling never lies. If you feel like they're being sneaky, they probably are. If you feel like they're hiding something, they probably are, because your gut knows better. Your gut knows best. Your intuition is very, very strong, especially after having gone through this awakening that's about to start. It will be even stronger, and you're going to notice. And again, if you're single or if it's complicated, you are going to know when you're around your person. Your spouse, you'll be 100% in love with, because you just don't settle for anything less. You're not going to enter a practical marriage because you actually have a very spiritual connection with your significant other, not just in the 3D realm. Also, I feel like you guys are connected. And I think I mentioned something like that in another pile, but I think if you're not with your soulmate, I think they're looking for you, like in the astral plane. I don't know, I'm really feeling that with this pile. Because imagine how many times you've been trying to find your soulmate, and your soulmate has too. They're wondering the same thing. Where is my person? How can I find them? Like, you're not the only one who thinks that. Everyone goes through these moments. Is there even a perfect match for me? And I feel like this could like also be your twin flame, the person that you are meant to end up with. They're also looking for you, and they're dreaming about you. They might be meeting you in the astral plane, okay? And your career advice or career card is the Four of Wands. Just beautiful. Wow. And very spiritual too. This is your dream. Whatever you're doing career-wise feels like a dream come true. The Four of Wands is like the angel number. 1111, you can see them. The two wands on the left and the two wands on the right signifying 1111. This, whatever you're doing, is truly angelic, is truly a blessing. I feel like you help a lot of people with what you do, and most importantly, you help yourself. I feel like the type of job that you have allows you to learn so much more about life and meet with the most different types of people, and just allows you to have a completely new outlook on things. Additionally, that could mean that there's a big celebration coming up in your job, a big, maybe an anniversary or something. There's a reason to be happy. There's a reason to celebrate. I love how positive all of your cards are, every single one of them. What matters career-wise is the fact that you're exactly where you've always wanted to be. Your job that you're having, at least in this new chapter of life, I don't know if it's the same job that you have now or a different one, but you are exactly where you've always wanted to be. Whatever job that was, it's exactly the way you imagine it to be. And I feel like that's also because everything's, as I said, aligned for you perfectly, just the way you had wanted it to. Then your success card is the oh wow, the Six of Wands. That's literally success. Your success is defined by your success. You are meant to succeed. You're not meant to fail. Everyone has their ups and downs, but ultimately you are a winner at life. Ultimately, you find out what is most important for you in life. You find out your purpose. And by that, you have already won because you know what you're meant to do. You're no longer a lost soul wandering through this world, because I feel like you finally have succeeded. And this is like a very personal confirmation for you. After everything's perfectly aligned for you, I just feel like you've reached your highest potential. And you're always going to keep on succeeding, keep on winning and generating more happiness. And you're always going to be moving along in the right direction, if that makes sense. You can see, I feel like the Six of Wands, he looks like he's just going through life with such grace. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Honestly, you guys are really, really meant to succeed. You guys are meant to be your best self, to allow yourself to be the best version. And the card about your wealth is the Knight of Swords, the second knight in this reading. I think you're going to have to identify what this one means for you, but this is about great speed, almost like a haste, almost like things going too fast and being too greedy. But on the one hand, this could mean that there's a lot of money that's being generated and it's coming to you extremely fast. But there's just something about this card that makes me think someone's being like a little greedy. And I just feel like with this new chapter that's starting in your life, you're going to care less and less about money because it's really all about the experience. It's all about living. I'm thinking the message for your wealth is that you are going to be less selfish when it comes to money. I just feel like you're at a point where you have so much you don't even have to hold on to all of it. Like you would be the type of person who might donate a lot of your money. There's a big amount of money coming in a very short amount of time. But nonetheless, you decide that you don't want to be selfish about it and you want to like do good with that money, if that makes sense. Okay, I really hope that message resonates. I feel like that's the one that's going to apply to your life the most in this case. But yeah, the message could also be, don't be so selfish. The universe is saying practice more gratitude, okay? And give some to those who don't have as much. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. And thank you so much, guys, for watching this reading. It has been truly a blessing to have you here today. Thank you so much. If you're still here and you enjoyed, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. That would help out a lot. And I really, really hope that you can live your dream and that you can make everything you want come true. I know that you can. You are going to unlock some of those spiritual gifts that you have very soon. And I wish you best of luck during your spiritual awakening. Or if you're already going through it, then you know that you're on the right path. Thank you guys for watching and goodbye.